No, it's not. They changed it.
Since when?
A couple of months back. It's tomorrow.
Oh. Oh, well, I've started, so I'll finish.
Hello. Oh, hello. What? Yes, I'm just getting ready to go, as a matter of fact. Sort of. I'll be in about 9. And... Sorry? Yes, but where are you going to be? I know you do have another office, but we'd like to see you in ours. Flatterer. I'll give you a buzz about lunchtime. To hear your dulcet tones, what else? Right, you are. Bye-bye, love.
Do you know that old cow's gone and done that?
Oh, look, calm down. You'll have an injury.
He's done?
What?
He's only flipping well-tipped bins all over the flipping yard.
Oh, who has?
That Mr. Dolman, who else?
Oh, he wouldn't have the strength.
Well, of course he would. It's that black leather creep who hangs around with him.
Oh, I can't really see him do anything like that.
Of course he would, Sharon. He'd just stand there and gloat, wouldn't he?
Oh, all over the place, is it?
All over the place. Muck spread everywhere.
Right, nothing for it.
What? What you doing?
I'm going to clean it up. That's what I'm going to do.
I have a good mind to leave it. Make it a health risk. Make him do something about it.
It is our health, remember?
True.
Right. Got rubber gloves.
Rubber gloves. Yeah. You'll need a wetsuit. You just wait till you see the best. Now, come on.
Right, well, if you can just make it Thursday then, Mr. Reynolds. Yeah. We'll take up any problems when you bring it in. Bring it in nice and early, would you mind? Okay, cheers. Bye. Morning.
Mac's not in the workshop.
No, he's out on a test drive. You all right?
Yeah.
You don't sound all right.
Oh, well, what do you want me to get on with that?
Have you done the polishing on that Jag?
Yeah, I picked it up last night.
Well, there's nothing really. You better wait for Mac to come back. Of course, you could always tidy up here a bit if you like.
Yeah, Miss Sharon don't like me being in here when she's working.
Oh, she's not in yet. She's a bit late this morning. So you would have done all that by the time she comes in. Take about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Benny, you sure you're all right?
Yeah, honest. Didn't sleep much last night. Expect that's it.
Ah, well, expect it's worried about poor Mrs. Price, eh?
Don't like funerals.
Well, you don't have to go, do you? When is it, anyway?
Day after tomorrow.
Well, there you are. You can't get off, so you can't go. How about that?
Yeah, but it looked funny, wouldn't it, if I ain't there and everybody else is? She's really good to me.
Yeah, well, if you feel strongly about it, okay, but don't let her upset you, Ben. Hello, Crossroads, guys. Oh, how are you? Wondering where you'd got to, miss. Yeah, thought you'd gone to parts unknown. Well, last night? Phew. Don't know what they'll get up to, do you? Oh, well. See you soon, eh? Ta. That was Sharon on then. Had a bit of a problem she has at home, you know. Somebody's been throwing the dustbins all over the place on the back. Hey, listen, Benny, how about you and me getting together and having a little competition, eh? You know, I'll get the old detector out and you can use the twig. Let's see who can find a gold mine first. Eh? We can go down by the river. We haven't tried the river, have we?
No, thanks.
Just see who strikes it lucky first.
I said no, didn't I?
He's a right pig, then.
Oh, he'd have been at home in that lot, then.
If only I could nail him with it. If only I could prove it.
Yes, well, you can't.
I'd always force it out of him.
Oh, yes. How are you going to do that?
Well, not me, Eddie.
Well, hang about.
Well, he did offer.
You leave him out of it. Can do without him at the moment.
Well, Sharon, where's it going to end? Is he going to resort to this sort of treatment to get me out of the flat? Who knows what's next on the menu?
Look, we will face that when it comes, eh?
Oh, charming. That'll be great.
Now, I'm late.
Well, you can be even later and give me a lift.
What for?
I'm going to do the shopping, aren't I?
Oh, you'll all go, aren't you?
Yes, well, I might as well make myself useful. Do I look all right?
Darling, queen of the muck heaps. Drop a sheep dip and you'll be away.
You know what?
Huh.
I think I should tell somebody.
You don't have to, love. They'll smell you coming.
No, that I'm being harassed, that I'll make it official.
Please me.
Why not?
You have a dreadful time making it stick.
True.
Look, I'll tell you what. I will have a word with Oliver.
Do you think he'll do something this time?
It's right up his street. Not exactly your Eddie Lee strong-arm stuff, but it might prove more effective in the long run.
All right, then. Well, when will you ask him?
Hey, listen, when you're finished tidying up in here, Benny, have a go at that sports job of Mr. Paul's, will you? Watch the reclining seat, kid. Don't polish it too much. We don't want to ruin his love life, do we? Oh, God. You went out for a ray of sunshine this morning. What's the matter, kid? You want to be full of life. You got a job. You got a couple of bob to spend. You get all these little things happening. You know, mystic things and things
Look,
like that.
Sid, will you shut up about it?
Oh, come on. What do you like that for? Why don't you share it out a bit? I mean, all these dowses and premonitions and things like that. If it was me now, I'd be sharing it out. And if you can see into the future, how about fixing me a winner for the 3:30? Come on.
Look, Sid, I can't do things like that. So will you keep going on about it? All I see is people being ill and dying. You don't know what it's like, otherwise you wouldn't talk so daft.
All right, kid. All
Look,
right,
will you just leave me alone, will you? Just leave me alone.
Sorry.
Hey?
Right. Any messages?
No, just a guy rang up for a service. I put in the book.
Thank you.
Hey, what's going on?
Eh?
No, between you and Sid when we came in.
Just joking and laughing at me again.
Put me through to Mr. Banks, please.
Always joking and laughing with one another.
Yeah, well,
ain't
I
you?
don't think
that.
it's funny.
I'll tell you
All
what,
day?
Why don't you come
Look,
round
look,
to
it doesn't
my
matter.
place for a cup
Could you
of
get him
tea
to give me a
about
ring when he
6
does
o'clock?
come?
You
It doesn't
don't
matter
have to
how
make me
late it
feel
is.
better, you know.
I'm not trying to make you feel
It's
better, you
Metcalfe.
miserable devil. I want a
That's
hand with washing down the backyard.
Yes, he's got the number.
Yes.
Thank you.
6 o'clock, all right. He's got a right one on him today, he has.
He never said anything about being out all day.
Who?
Oliver, what's he playing at?
Ellie, can you remember that woman's name from Kidderminster?
Oh, Mrs. Roberts.
Was it?
Roberts, yes. Oh, dear.
What's the problem?
No, nothing for you. Can I have the overseas telephone calls file? The residents, not the management.
Would you care to verify these overtime demands from the night staff?
Later.
Remember what I said yesterday? Wouldn't you say that Jill just endorsed every word?
See, I know, Mandy, that it's really a dining room matter, but with Mr. Paul not around...
May I see? One moment, please. Thank you, Mandy. You may go.
Right you are.
This has nothing to do with the bar.
The routine has changed.
You
a
just
bit
pick up
since
any
you
old piece of paper and you run any old where. That is the second of 2 explanations to which I think I'm entitled. Won't you sit down? Why the hell did you stand me up? We had a dinner date recently, remember?
You are no longer a director here.
Oh, you think that's a valid reason?
I'm just reminding you that I am a director, and as such, I don't expect to be spoken to by an under-manager in that tone of voice.
I thought my tone under the circumstances was most reasonable. You stood me up, not me you.
We were going to discuss over that dinner Diane's future. Well, Diane has a job now, so, I mean, there's no longer a problem to discuss.
Well, let's discuss another problem.
No.
Ah. You know what the problem is, then?
Look, I'm not interested in your problems.
If every time I need to speak to you in the course of my duties and yours, you pick up the first piece of paper and rush off into the
Just leave
night...
me alone, Adam. Just leave me alone.
Well, how the hell am I to do my job here if I do that?
Don't do your job. Just go.
You're out of bounds. We're not supposed to bring work in here.
I have so much to do. I mean, sometimes I just feel the whole of the motel business rests on my shoulders alone.
There are certain hints that Jill has dropped recently. It seems the entire burden of the motel business has dropped from your shoulders. Cedric, Cedric, cried Wanda, but too late. For he had swept her into his arms and passionately crossed out, avidly crossed out, tempestuously crossed
come
out.
on.
What's the matter? Couldn't the man make up his mind? And to do what, Rain kisses. on Wanda's coral lips.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, David.
You ever met a man called Cedric?
What?
Cedric.
Look, I've just had a look at the holiday roster. I would like to split my annual holiday.
Yes, I scheduled it so that you could have Sarah Jane over no matter what difference there is between German and English school terms.
Yes, I noticed, and thank you. But I would like to go away by myself for a week or so, a bit sooner than that.
Well, how much sooner?
Now. Well, the end of the week. Well, would you just change the roster?
Well, you bet that Adam would be gone in a week. All that's happening is that Jill is going.
Yes, well, don't rub it in. I suppose he tried to be masterful to her this morning.
I'm not rubbing it in. With Jill in her present mood, you do realize she won't come back until she's sure that Adam won't be here.
I can see myself winding up as an amateur executive here forever.
So come on then. What was really going on between you and Sid this morning?
He just keeps going on at me about, you know, me knowing what's going to happen and that. And laughing about it and saying, Benny, what's going to win the 3:30?
Well, you know Sid, he is a laugh a minute, isn't he?
No, well, I don't think it's funny. I never should have said anything. Everybody seems to know.
You don't take any notice. It's only a 9-day wonder. He'll forget all about it in a week.
Yeah, but they don't forget, that's it. My gran was right, you know. I should never say anything about it. Now they all know in the garage you'll never be the same again.
You know your trouble, don't you?
What?
You're getting morbid. I'm living with Mrs. Price. The sooner we find you somewhere else to live, the better.
Yeah, well, who's going to want me now?
Oh, come on, don't be so daft. How much longer have you got to be there?
I don't know. Mrs. Price's nephew from Cardiff. You're not pushing anybody out, but other people, when they find somewhere, they're just leaving. Won't be long before I'll be the only one left.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Hello, Ellie. May I have my key, please?
Yes, certainly, Mrs. Pollard.
I see my husband's key's there. Did he go out?
Yes, he did.
Do you happen to know whether he got a call through to Italy?
Yes, Mrs. Pollard. He had, 2 connections.
May I see? Ah, both expensive calls. Good. Thank you. You look bothered, Jill.
Yes, Val, I am bothered.
Adam. Oh, come on. We're both birds together in that shooting gallery, remember?
Well, I'm doing something about it. I'm making his life here with the management impossible till he goes.
So it's to be him or you, is it?
I'll have to pay him off. That's all there is to it.
They tried to do that before, haven't they?
Well, they can't pay me off. I'm the majority shareholder.
Ah. Oh, darling. What did she say? Well, they told me you got through to Miranda.
I got through to Italy. Yes. First to the villa, then to the office. The same information. Miranda walked out of the villa and her job 2 days ago. No warning, no explanation. Just said she wouldn't be back.
Well, why didn't the housekeeper ring us and tell us?
The housekeeper assumed, as did the office, that she was coming here.
Did she take any luggage?
All she had. What she couldn't take much of was money. I refused to have her bank overdraft extended last month. So, what is she living on? Who is she living on? I'll never forgive myself for driving her into doing this.
I bet you wouldn't say no to another cup of tea before you go, would you?
Please.
Oh, yeah, we've got this apple crumble left as well. Do you fancy that?
Well, if you like.
Would you mind eating it out of that? Ah, there you are, I can have that spoon. We don't want to make work for ourselves, do we? It's funny.
Well, it's your belt.
No, you can't break a tap. What the heck's going on? It's him.
Who?
It's that monkey from downstairs.
But I thought it was empty downstairs.
No, I mean the landlord. He's been in and he's turned off my water.
Turned off you... But why?
I don't know why. That's what I intend to find out. Oh, who's that? Oh, Mr. Dolman. How fortunate.
Stennett.
Could I have a word?
You can have more than a word. I'd just like to know what you think you're playing at.
I beg your pardon.
Turning off my water.
That's why I called.
Oh, really? Well, don't you think you've left it a bit late?
I rang this morning, but you were out.
Couldn't you have left a note?
Why didn't I think of that?
So, right, what's going on then?
Plumbing. If there's one thing I believe in, it's looking after me tenants.
So how long's it going to take?
Now, there you have me. They make promises, but they never stick to them in my experience, so I wouldn't like to be held to a time. You know how it is. Who's the young man, then?
It's my nephew.
I see.
Well, no, he's not really my nephew. He's...
I thought the family like this escaped me.
He used to work for me on collect.
Oh, there's no need to explain, dear. I'm not one to poke my nose.
Over peachy.
I could tell that by your table manners.
Look, will you leave him alone, please?
Be a pleasure.
How long's all this going to take?
Your guess is as good as mine, dear.
We'll manage.
Who's we, by the by? This young man stay over, does he?
No, he does not. I mean myself and Miss Metcalfe.
Cosy.
Who is a very long-standing friend. And we will manage because we will get some water from somewhere to do the cooking. And not only that, we'll have a shower at work, so that little scheme hasn't worked either.
Scheme? What can she mean?
Oh, you know very well what I mean. Bins all over my flipping backyard.
There never was.
Yes, there was, 2 to be precise.
Gracious me, when was that?
This morning.
I didn't notice anything. And I must say, I looked out of the flat window when I went in to turn the water off.
No, well, we cleared them up, my friend and I.
Oh, good for you.
Not him.
Ah, Miss Metcalfe again. What a versatile lady she must be.
Have you done?
What?
Well, have you finished? Have you finished giving me all your little warnings?
Just at the moment.
Jolly good. Well, if you don't mind going and leaving us in peace so we can carry on with our dinner.
Yes. I do hope you can run to 2 spoons. Naughty.
He'll see just how naughty I can be when I finish with him.
Yes, very well. Adam just rang through asking to see us.
What'd you say?
So I told him to come on in.
When is it going to be accepted that this is a sitting room and not a place for routine business?
It didn't sound like business to me. It sounded highly personal.
Come in. What is it, Adam? We are trying to unwind after a hard day.
Your wife suggested that I should leave this motel as soon as possible. I don't think I need say why. I agree. I should leave. Last time I was accused of leaving without giving notice. This time, I will leave the moment you tell me it is convenient.